Today we're going to learn how to French braid hair. Hello, I'm Renee with Modern Homemakers, and today we're going to learn how to French braid hair. There's a lot of different styles of French braiding. Today we're just going to do a very basic single braid, and Winnie is our model.
Winnie, smile, turn around.
There she is. There's our model.
Oh, so beautiful.
We're going to wet the hair so it'll be a little bit easier to handle. Winnie has a lot of hair. Doesn't have to be totally wet, just to kind of get it where it's going to go back and not be flyaway around her face after we get the braid. Your hair does not have to be this long to French braid. Once you learn how to French braid, you'll find you want to do it a lot. It's a great, fast way to do little girl's hair for school, or I French braid mine whenever I go exercise. So you do want to get these tangles out as much as you can. Okay. Then we'll go straight back. There's so many different styles that we could braid with. I'm trying to figure out why she's got some breakage. We don't know if she found some scissors on her own or what happened there. All right, Winnie, I need you to look up just for a few minutes and then you can get back to your video game. The video game is a great, or TV, look up there for just a minute, is a great way to keep them occupied so that if they have trouble sitting still, like this one does. All right, I'm going to take about 1 inch of hair right in the middle. So she's got a bunch of different lengths here because her bangs are growing out. So that's going to make it a little bit more complicated. Winnie, I need a favor from you. I need you to not do the video game just quite yet. I need you to look up at that picture up there for just a few minutes while I get this first part, okay? So I've got my section. I'm going to divide this in 3. So those are my 3 partings that I start with. So just like if you know how to do a regular braid, it's similar how you start, okay? We're going to cross under. I'll start with this. No, there's an inverted or an outward braid. I'm going to do the outward one today. You're going to take the right side under, and always we're like pulling and trying to keep that kind of tight, and then come under with this side. So that's like our first pass. Then we're going to add more hair to it. You can do this with a comb, or if you got fingernails, I got a little bit of fingernails, so it's kind of easy to do that. We'll have to keep detangling. If it's long hair, you're going to have to keep detangling. You may have to take the comb and smooth it out. You know, just depends on the hair if it gets tangly like that or not. So I've added that. This is the new thing I just added. Here's the existing piece. I'm going to add them together and put that underneath. All right, you can look forward now, sweetie. Okay, so this is where it gets difficult. I'm holding all these 2 in my right hand. That one I'll let go for just a second. Going to add to it. Takes, you know, if you can even have another person help you, like if another person held the stuff on the ride while you're learning what to do. So now I've added this new section to it, and I'm going to put it underneath again. So each time I'm going to be going underneath. Now we want this centered in her head, so I'm going to look up and kind of keep an eye on where that nose is as I'm going through. So with my left hand, I'm going to hold this tight, and once again adding some more hair, about 1/2 inch. And I like to go ahead and detangle. Go ahead and comb that into the other one to make it nice and smooth. Now I'm grabbing this the existing old section and the new one, and I'm going to put it under each time it goes under. So the other way to do it is putting it on top, and you just have to decide ahead of time which one you're going to do. They look different when you're done, either adding the hair under or on top. It looks more flat if you add it on top. The braid is more raised if you add it under. Okay. You have to hold it kind of tight. They may not like that. Okay. Put your head down, sweetie. You can do your game now. You can play your game now.
I can't want to.
And I am doing it kind of tight because I want it to stay and last and, you know, look real good all day. So she could go to school, play on the playground, and it's still going to stay nice and tight. We're even going to put a little hairspray in it when we're done to keep it tight. Maybe this side. We could, at this point, if we wanted to, we could stop right here. We could put a ponytail holder in here and then braid the end and put another ponytail holder in the bottom. And just do a partial braid, just keeping the bangs out of their eyes. But for today, I'm going to go all the way down and braid more. Braid all the hair. Okay, now when they turn their head, it can get crooked. So if you can get them to look forward, Winnie, look forward at your video game. You can even French braid your own hair. I do that with my hair. Just kind of keep it all out of my, keep it off my neck, keep it out of my eyes, like when I'm exercising or working outside in the yard. Okay, try to sit still, because whenever you sit crooked, the braid gets crooked. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, it looks kind of sloppy right now in here. That's okay. I can straighten that up with a comb afterward. That will straighten that out and smooth it out. We could have gotten this wetter. You know, I didn't get it very wet. It could be done like right after a shower when the hair's totally wet. That also would get, how I can see right here, that's where her bangs are growing out. So we've got short pieces in there. We'll fix that with some hairspray. All right, we're almost done, Winnie. Getting close, girl. So I'm going to make sure I've got all of it. All right, here's another place we could stop. This is a nice looking braid too, where you put a ponytail holder right where my hand is, and you leave this bottom part as a ponytail instead of a braid. So that's another look that's very cute. Or we're going to go all the way down. I'm going to put a little more water here to get all those little short ends that are different lengths, because it's growing out. All right, I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. I see, as I'm doing it, I saw there was a little bubble here. So I want to go back and fix it, just very carefully. I hold on tight, back up a little bit, maybe comb that spot that was sticking out, and then go back to it. All right, we're going to put a ponytail holder in here. Okay, now this area let's move our video game around just a second. Okay, we're going to spray with some water because we've got some things sticking up, and that doesn't look as good. And I'm just gonna gently comb, very gently, all the way up to the braid. Winnie, you need to be real still during this part because I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to have to start all over. And I don't think you want to have to start all over. Okay, try to be still.
This is not a video game, it's Plants vs. Zombies.
Please be still. And pushing under any little things that are sticking up. I'm going to put some hairspray on it now. Not quite done. That's going to set it for the day, keep it in place. Anytime I see one of those short spots, like where the bangs are growing out, I'm just going to smooth it down, and that hairspray will keep it in place. I can also push under any loose spots, push them under the braid. You could even use bobby pins if you need to. Like a bobby pin could be inserted. See where I'm putting the comb? You could put like a bobby pin in there if you need to. Okay. Oops, every time you move your head, kiddo. Okay. Okay, let's get down here. Let's just kind of swoop that stuff up off of your hairline. She's been growing those bangs out quite a while, but it takes a long time. Her hair is so long for the bangs to get down to the length of everything else. All right, there you go. She's ready for school.